Motion by Steve Holyfield to approve May 2024 financials, seconded by Bradley Tate Green. All in favor? Aye. All right. Public comments. We might have some tonight.
One of the reasons we chose to move to and open a business in Eureka Springs was because of the LGBTQ plus community that has been here for at least 5 decades. One of the most intriguing things for people who do not live in Eureka Springs is how in the world all the hippies, hillbillies, homosexuals, Harleys, hill shredders, and holy rollers coexist peacefully.
The people of Eureka are one of our most valuable assets.
I am a retired Army sergeant. We chose Eureka Springs because of its inclusiveness, its kindness, and the sense of community. It's where we wanted our children to grow up. It's what we wanted them to see in this world, that people who don't agree can live together.
We have a unique life here in Eureka, and every one of us are bold and beautiful. And I think it's important that you include all bold and beautiful. Am I right?
When I introduce myself, I always tell everybody I'm one of the few born and raised true locals that you will meet in this town. And it's funny that we have this meeting on the day that love won, June 26th. Celebrate it, people. That's right.
Eureka Springs is a beacon of hope and progress in Northwest Arkansas. We love our neighbors and we welcome everyone. Everyone is free to be themselves.
The paradox of tolerance asserts that tolerance and a tolerant society should not tolerate intolerance, as doing so allows intolerance to undermine and ultimately destroy tolerance itself.
Our town is a tapestry of diverse threads, each as vital as the next. Inclusivity is not an option, it's a necessity. Our promotional materials must welcome everybody, from bikers on Harleys to drag queens racing our parades.
For most of you guys, you know I'm just the facts kind of guy, okay? I have not seen the campaign until today, and to be honest, I found the campaign wonderfully welcoming and inclusive. And for me, we have been seeking that message at the Crescent Hotel for decades to try to land on something that targeted and said exactly what we are here in Eureka Springs, welcoming and inclusive.
Cities and towns that embrace diversity have experienced heightened tourism. New York City, London, Savannah, Asheville, Eureka Springs. Even despite their access to the Buffalo River, people are not exactly running to Harrison. Given these insights, I am deeply...
Just said I'm pretty hoarse. I'm in the middle of chemo and I stay at home most of the time right now, but I couldn't miss this. In those 50-some years, I've served on the Chamber Board, Clear Spring School Board, ESSA Board, Library Board. I went through this first part not because I like to talk about myself, but to let you know I'm very aware of the difficulties of working in a town with so many bright, creative people. And how proud I am of them for building such an inclusive town full of interesting sights, shops, and vibrance.
I have been part of this community for almost 50 years. Pretty damn close. And I'm grateful for every day that I'm here.
But I came here 4 years ago and fell in love with Eureka Springs. Its beauty, its history, its architecture, its people, and the community, the diversity. I moved here, we bought 2 businesses, I've started a new business, I'm building my forever home here.
I've only lived here 3 years and 6 months, and my heart is in this city.
When I first came to Eureka, it was an old country boy wearing a pair of overalls that told me there are 4 ages here: Harleys, hillbillies, hippies, and homos. And we all get along because we all make space for each other.
At least 1/3 of our population is LGBTQ+. And not long ago, nearly 80% of the population of Eureka Springs voted to protect the rights of an already marginalized population.
Terry Wolfenbarger, 75 Wall Street, and my wife Jennifer Rose is handing out a copy of my planned remarks.
Cultural diversity is the greatest strength of Eureka Springs. There are so many different backgrounds that weave us all together. Different backgrounds mean different ideas, different thoughts, and different solutions. If we listen, we can learn. If we learn, we can agree. And if we agree, we can thrive.
The reasons that people come here go way beyond the architecture, the lakes, the floats, the bars. It goes way beyond that. It's an interpersonal interaction with other people. People can come back here for 4 or 5 years at a time. They may go to the same attractions, but they may meet new people. It's these people out here.
Eureka Springs has been recognized as being welcoming to the LGBTQ plus community for many, many years without any boycotts. We received no boycotts when the Washington Post ran a travel story on Eureka Springs using a young queer influencer, nor boycotts from any of the press in Good Morning America, ABC, New York Times, CNN, NBC, Expedia, The Guardian, USA Today, not to mention the LGBTQ publications and small publications. In fact, choosing to not show that portion of our town and attracting people who are adamantly against the LGBT community will cause quite a shock when they get here and potentially could be dangerous. I would like to see the original Eureka Scene video and the Free to Be campaign used as our 2024-2025 marketing.
These are the values of our community. And they say Eureka Springs is a place where misfits fit. But has anyone here seen a misfit? When you look into the eyes of another person and you recognize a child of God, you're that much closer to love.
I almost wish I was first on the list because now I have nothing to say. It's all been said.
My name is Bill Ott. I live at 22 Pine Street, just a block and a half from downtown Eureka Springs. In the last 49 years, I've been involved totally in advertising, promotion, public relations in the tourism industry. I moved up here at the turn of the century, and one of the things that I loved about being able to come to this community is I recognized from the get-go the love and acceptance this town not only has for each other, but for the people that come to visit here. And it has been so rewarding to see the visitors come to this town and embrace that love and acceptance. Brigham Young University did a documentary on this community. And when they interviewed me, I said, one of the great things about this community is we have more hugs per capita than any other place in the world. Yes. And what makes us hug is we all have love and acceptance for each other. And we should make that our beacon, not hide that light to the rest of the world, because that's what brings people to this community.